Shana Rouhani, who is the Indivisible Rhode Island's Assistant Executive Director. Shana found that the election of Donald Trump was a pivotal moment in her life. It revealed to her the danger of complacency and the need for every person to advocate for their beliefs. Shana will reveal how the double taxation of the Trump tax scam will affect every one of us.
Thank you, Camilla, and thank you all of you for coming today. So my name is Shana, like Camilla said, and I'm a mother and a wife and a business owner and a women's marcher, and a proud member, yes, good, and a proud member of Indivisible. And like you, I'm here today to send this clear message to Washington. We're standing here today to tell the Republican Congress that we cannot and will not be fooled. We know that this tax plan is a scam. The Republican leadership has let the truth slip out. Mitch McConnell acknowledged last week that the tax plan might result in some tax hikes for middle America. Other Republicans have stated that they're toast with their donors if they can't pass this tax cut for them. This isn't the first time that they've tried to scam us, and it won't be the last. But this time, the stakes couldn't be higher. In one swoop, they're trying to reward their donors to keep themselves in power and stick all of us with the bill. They are trying to rip away health care protections. They thought it would be easy. They thought that we would just believe them. They thought that we would say, oh, they're reducing our taxes. How can we argue with that? But they didn't know that we would read the fine print. And oh boy, what Christmas surprise did we find. A huge payout for the wealthy, charged on the national credit card to the tune of $2 trillion. Sent right to who? Us, the middle class. The scam is riddled with unbelievable details. Corporations getting huge payouts, while we look forward to a host of new taxes. Taxes on healthcare, mortgage interest, student loan interest, property taxes, and the most unbelievable of all, we can look forward to paying taxes on state taxes. That's right, everyone. In the past, our taxes that we paid to the building behind us were deducted. But the Republicans have changed that now. So the party of small government and states' rights is proposing to tax us on other taxes. And remember, lest you forget, that even with all of the middle-class tax hikes, there will be no savings. No fiscal responsibility. No, we're adding $2 trillion to the deficit over 10 years. It's the gift that keeps giving. A New York Republican representative summed it up in one sentence. The tax hikes on state taxes is a geographic redistribution of wealth. We're taking money from states like ours to pay for tax cuts elsewhere, in this case, corporations. In New Jersey, the Republican nominee for governor said she was pushing for the state's congressional delegation to condemn this policy. A Republican running for office condemning this tax plan. But luckily for us, we know now that Washington can no longer be trusted. We're aware of the fine print. We know the details, and we are not interested whatsoever. We know this legislation will cost us trillions, and that my daughter and your children and grandchildren will be given the bill. We know that the GOP no longer works for the middle class that they once held in such high regard. And we know that these cuts are intended for one purpose alone: to reward their donors, to slash taxes on corporations, and to stick us with the bill. This week is our National Week of Action. Thousands are protesting across America to defeat the bill. Today, we are here together to begin spreading that message, that we can and will defeat this bill if we stay united. We must call our friends, our senators, our representatives, everywhere, red states, blue states, purple states, anyone that will listen. We can defeat this bill if we pass on this message. We want fair tax policy that supports the middle class as the bedrock of our nation. That corporate welfare. It's a payout to Trump's family and other billionaires. It does nothing for us here today. Nothing to strengthen the middle class and nothing to strengthen the economy. Tell them this important message, that you are counting on them to vote no, or they can count on you to vote them out. So what do we do now? Keep up the pressure. Keep up the calls. Share "'Tis the Night Before Taxes" on video with friends and family. We must own the messaging and change the narrative. We are so close to defeating this bill. We cannot be complacent. Together, we will persevere. Onward.